who will forget that 1989 grand final and the
It's a long time ago.
Can you believe it when you look at that
I
video?
I wonder where all the years are gone.
Do you reckon you can make your body move like that today?
Make a what, sorry?
Make your body do those things that it did on that day?
Look, I'll be honest with you. You know, I think well, I was just talking about age, but as you guys, I don't know how old you are, Ron, but Peter, I think, is up around my age. But the aches and pains, you know, I've had a crook shoulder. I've had a crook shoulder now for a while. Obviously, playing AFL football or sports can, I think, you know, make you a little bit probably worse for wear than people who don't play sport, because, you know, especially AFL being a physical sport, and I was a very physical player, so that, you know, now my knees, my back, shoulders, all the hip and shoulders I dealt out, I thought I won, but now it's catching up with me too. So, if I had known back then what I know now, I might have played it a bit easier. Today's game compared to when I played, obviously, you know, the game's changed a lot since the 1950s, 60s. There's been a real, you know, a consistent like changing transformation of the game, and I do think it's been for the better, especially now with all the concussion stuff coming out. You know, obviously back then we were very ignorant concerning the mental health issues that can come out of all that stuff. And that's only just starting to come out now. And I do think, you know, like the crowd, you always have loved a bit of biffo. It reminds me of the old Colosseums back in the Romans days when they all wanted blood, you know. And you get a hip and shoulder, someone gets one on the chin and gets knocked out, and the crowd roar and all that. They love it. But the problem is the players pay a high price for it. And we know even gridiron in America, been a lot of players sadly commit suicide,
Junior Asau,
and see self-destruct because of the effects that concussion and head knocks, constant head knocks, has on the brain, on the mind, on our mental health. And so it is very serious. But I do want to make the point that I think the AFL's done a great job at cleaning the game up. They're really very strict now about head contact. Even contact in general, unnecessary physical contact, they're coming down on, which is good, because it's not just the head, it's the body as well you've got to try and look after. But I do think they've done a great job protecting the players with head contact now. They've really come down very strictly on it, and I do think that it's improved the safety of the game, not just for AFL players, but for all players, and especially for children, because obviously parents are always concerned about letting their sons or daughters play AFL football when there's contact and there can be head knocks and stuff. But I think the AFL and the footballing world in general has done a fairly good job, a pretty good job now, of making the game as safe as possible, so that we can start minimising any kind of brain damage. While it's a physical game, it's always going to be impossible to wipe it right out, because that is a contact sport and accidents are going to happen. But I do think they're onto it, and I think they're doing a good job in trying to minimise, obviously, you know, head contacts, head knocks, concussions, and stuff like that. And I guess they can only do their best, and I think they're doing a good job. If you want to win games in finals, especially against good sides, you've got to move the ball fast and get it down the forward line quickly to your forwards and give them the one-on-one chance. And when you've got like Tom Hawkins and, you know, the forwards down there, they're big, strong guys. Seven times out of 10, Tom Hawkins will win the ball if you can get it down to him one-on-one quick enough. But by the time they muck around going sideways and won't take risks, if you want to reach your potential, you've got to take risks. Otherwise, you become too mechanical, and it just suffocates creativity and enjoyment. And it's no good. And by the time you get the ball down there, the opposition have flooded your forward line. Now, the best form of a defence is attack. And I think that they really need to start taking the game on. The coach needs to say to them, look, guys, I don't care if you make mistakes. Let's take it on today. Let's get it down fast. If you get it at centre half back, the back flank, let's go long to the goal square. Get it down to Tom one-on-one and just kick it to his advantage. 7 times out of 10, they will get it. I think that's the only way they're going to beat the good sides, because that's what Richmond do, and that's why they're so good.